do at least have a few prisoners out of this whole ordeal, right? They didn't all escape in that explosion.
Yes, and it comes out that Damon Blatz hired the assassin. That is found out under persuasion. And the agent who put the Viper out, who was chopped down by he went unconscious, and he was chopped down by the street urchins. He also admits to Damon Blatz. So Damon Blatz is arrested and will be tried. You come to the end of this little module, so you get 100. You get 1, 2. You get 20 for foiling the agent. You get 30, so that's 150 for dealing with the bloodletters. You get 10 for thwarting the cultists. And that's it.
We got the guy rattling back.
What's that?
Rattling back.
Oh yeah, you get. Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. You get 10 for recovering the magistrate's daughter, Hannah.
So 170 then.
There you go. No fate, no fortune, unfortunately, no resilience.
And I don't think I get any for my new characters, so I'll just leave it there.
Anybody planning on following up with the Countess of Nuln about all this, or are we just going to be thrown out of another city?
You're not going to be thrown out of here, actually. You're congratulated for helping with the corn people, the bloodletters.
If Albrecht hadn't volunteered himself as the champion, it would have been me, and that it could very well.
You probably would have survived. You probably would have survived. How many fate do you have?
I do have 3 fates.
Yeah, you would have survived.
That's 4 people attacking, and that's also me. Given how strong the other guy was, that's still probably me at 0 wounds remaining.
Right. Yeah, you probably would have survived though with 3 fate. Plus, you have fortune and resilience, which you could have used.
The GM is trying to give you survivor's guilt.
But you could have. You could. The problem with surprise is you can't oppose. So there's no resilience or fortune that you can use.
Without that one
surprise is deadly. Yeah, combat aware is critical if you want to avoid surprise. If you guys get surprised, or if you surprise another group, it's pretty brutal. You get the extra advantage. You get tons of benefits.
Yeah, once again, perception proves to be the most important skill in every game.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
But yeah, you don't need to worry about giving me survival's guilt.
I apologize.
I have plenty as is.
I apologize, Arjack. I'm sorry.
I mean, like, it's fine. In character, I would be feeling survivor's guilt regardless.
Yeah. It's that was brutal last encounter. Brutal. Got to say that.
Well, Tiffane, you are certainly right. This was a bad
Corruption
idea,
and
but
rot. Deep.
Yeah.
We're certain that, like, I'm still not convinced that that the cultists are fully rooted out here.
They may not be. They may not be, my lady. Yeah. But we're gonna have to continue to search for them.
Yeah.
So
still,
we're gonna ask the guy who's.
He brings out, the lawyer brings out 20 gold crowns and hands it to your group for your loss. That's what he was to be paid should he have finished the combat.
I'm gonna go ahead and put that just in the group loot for now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna, or Typhane's gonna ask the guy whose kid was taken. So So why exactly did she take your child, and how did she know to find him or her?
He suddenly looks nervous. He says, I really don't know. She was just like that. Evil like that. You could tell
I
even
saw her
without
speaking with a few people prior to the
him.
yeah.
She was speaking with him. And you
Yeah.
overheard that he was
That.
denying her the bounty.
Didn't have anything to do with you denying the bounty that she was owed, was it?
Me? No. I
We still
didn't
have the
deny
head of
it.
it right here, and plenty of questions about what's gone down with this.
She's already turned in the head. So that was turned in by her already. What do you say, Garrett?
We still have a lot of questions about that too. Maybe you could just enlighten us about this whole affair.
The main magistrate Richter turns and starts paying attention to this conversation. This minor magistrate, and they've only got his name in.
I try to intimidate him into talking.
This is yes, you can if you wish. Magistrate Gerhard, and remember, you get bonuses because you're noble and you have noble blood.
Do
So
I have etiquette notes?
yes, you do. So I'm going to give you etiquette. I'm going to give you noble blood.
That's plus
So
20?
plus 20. Yes.
Does attractive help me in this way?
Not with intimidate. With a charm, yes, it does.
Okay.
What were you doing? Intimidate?
Intimidating. Yep. Plus 4.
And he's starting to get scared, and he looks up at Magistrate Richter with almost imploring eyes. Magistrate, I just got my daughter back. Can this wait? And he
And
says,
one of our friends just died.
he says, answer her. He's still on his knees with his daughter, hugging his daughter, and the magistrate's kind of now coming forward and sort of glowering over him. He says, I took the bounty for myself. It was just a bounty hunter. I'm sorry. And
Apologize to me. Apologize to your daughter.
magistrate looks down and says, you're going to have to be punished for that. You know that, Gerhard. That is his name, right? Yeah, Gerhard. And he kind of resigns himself. He says, yes, magistrate, I know. We'll discuss this tomorrow.
How much was the bounty?
50 gold crowns.
Woo!
What on earth could be worth 50 crowns, I wonder?
He was an agitator, and the Countess Emmanuel wanted him gone. Remember the notes? Remember the notes you found at the inn? It said that the Countess and her niece are decadent or something along those lines. Hold on, I can find out exactly what they said.
Pamphlets of more decry the Countess and known as impure and stuff.
Lusty degenerate who must be removed for the benefit of all the empire. The Countess did not like that. So she ordered his death and put bounty hunters on him.
Hell. Typhane just sort of I got nothing. Taking this horse, by the way.
The magistrate says, yes, I'll give you papers.
Thank you.
Yes, actually it is.
That horse is probably worth a pretty penny.
It's worth 15 gold crowns, yeah.
15?
Yeah, that's it.
Very nice.
A war horse is a light war horse is 70 gold crowns, and a destrier heavy war horse is
Okay.
230 gold crowns.
It's just a riding horse. That's fine. That actually works.
So yeah, he would
and
take
it's
a lot of cash on top of XP if any of us wanted to become Rags
The
Guards.
answer, Gaston, is yes. Oh my god.
Gaston in the background stealing more stuff.
Well,
No.
does the ghost show back up? I mean,
Gaston, do you have sleight of hand or anything like that?
this horse.
I do actually.
You need sleight of hand for that.
I do actually
This
have
will
sleight of
be
hand.
opposed. Go ahead and make it a roll. I'm just
here's-
going to put one roll for everyone.
Well, here's the thing, is I'm gonna use a bunch of rerolls if I fail this. So
Go for it. Garrett, Tifane, Evo, go ahead and make some perceptions. Who else is in there? We've got Door. I'm going to roll for Door or Harp.
Fumble. I see like the pretty
Okay.
bird outside.
I'm obviously gonna need a reroll.
No, actually, you beat Garrett.
No, Tifane is.
You didn't beat Tifane.
Tifane
You're
is all
not.
elfy.
You're going to need to use to that to get
Yeah, I'll use
plus
the,
one
At
FL.
this point, would Typhane even stop you?
I'll use
No,
the
no.
resilience
Or you
resolve,
can-
whatever those two
You can
things.
let Lady Tifane see what you're doing.
No,
What are you doing exactly?
I don't want her to.
Okay.
So I'll use a resilience point.
Okay, so that happens. Now I'm going to roll again, just for giggles. And about a few minutes later, as everyone's smelling her, some guard says, "Hey, didn't that guy have a leg?"
Yeah,
Jesus
the demon
Christ.
destroyed it.
He stole his leg. He stole
Okay.
his leg.
Okay, what the?
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
I recall
wouldn't-
he hopped around all the time. You're just imagining the leg.
given
Dean.
current circumstances, while Ivo would not have perhaps given you into the guards for that, he would have probably bapped your ass back at the boat for that.
Guys, there's only one thing I can do about this. If you look at Discord for just one moment.
That's all right. I totally understand. No, that's great. And you have it. It's yours now. Okay, so even though everyone else can pretty much guess what probably happened.
Well, no, you gave the game away, but their characters don't know. Their characters
No, I
don't know.
know.
It's
The
the point.
characters don't know anything. You slipped in, you stole the leg, and you got out.
What was that thing called again?
It's a mechanical wonder?
Marvel.
Marvelous engineering. Marvelous engineering. That's under prosthetics. So you're not going to get the full price for it, but yeah. But
Always
yeah.
good to have a spare leg around.
Okay. Wasn't it horrible?
Engineering marvels. Sorry, that's it. Okay. Now, okay. But the characters don't know. You got away with that scot-free. It's hard to hide that unless I do a bazillion things myself.
Well, I mean, in my defense, he did have a leg destroyed by the demon as well.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So, nonetheless, it was funny. It was worth. It was worth it. Okay, so here we go. Gustav Reichstandler, the lawyer, comes up, who's now technically in command of her state power of attorney.
Yes, the guy who killed a man. Isn't that right?
He looks at you, scowls a little bit,
Done
and
with
says,
that business either, are we?
He had an accident. You have no proof. And he says to you, he says to all of you, he says, you may accompany us down to Nuln. The Countess will not be happy about the death of her niece, but she'll be appreciative of your efforts to try to save her. It's your choice.
I believe Nuln was where we were going in the first place, right?
Yeah.
No, you're going to Grisdenwald. Let's get a
Grisdenwald.
map
It's in
up.
the direction
Okay.
of Nuln.
Let's go to
It's
the
act. It's here is Grisdenwald, folks. And here is Nuln. Nuln is about a day's journey beyond Griswold.
Right. So, well, seems like we're going the same direction.
Well, he says you may accompany us if you wish.
Better together, at least, right? At least you're
The
still alive.
loss of the Gravine will be huge to the Countess. She will want to know everything that happened. Death. And so, do you guys answer him? Yes, no, or do you want to think about
We
it?
we have rather important business in Griswold, so we may be delayed in that. Still, our consolations to the Countess.
Okay, so you don't want to go. Okay.
No, we'll go to Nuln.
Oh, you're going to do Griswold first.
We're going
Okay.
to go as
Are
far
we?
as Griswold, and then
All
we'll catch up later.
Okay. So this is a really good stopping point. You've ended a module. We can begin with the Griswold encounter. So this is a really good spot to end it at the moment. What's up?
That being said, while we're still on mic, I was actually planning on having a little in-character discussion with Defane, if that is all right.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we were all like waiting to have like a little powwow, weren't we?
Yes.
Absolutely. Now, one sec. Okay, Alberek, do you have a backup yet?
Yes.
Appears to
Okay.
be.
First of all, let's see how much XP you get. Your Doom, what was it?
Let me go and take another look. I think it
When
was friendless.
abandoned and alone, more shall be friendly. You were abandoned and you were alone. You didn't have any allies near you. You weren't technically abandoned, but you were definitely alone.
I abandoned him.
Yeah, actually, that's true. So you get to add in the XP earned for today.
So that was
And
what,
then-
170?
Yeah, and you get to carry that over to your new character, full amount. I allow full carryover of Doom. Otherwise, it's half. Otherwise, you guys will die terrible, awful deaths. If you're doing brand new characters, they will most assuredly die.
So Doom doesn't give me any extra. I'm pretty sure.
It enabled you to carry over all your. You did die according to your Doom.
Okay.
So that enables
what it
you to carry over all your XP. Normally it's half XP, so you'd be starting at half XP of everybody else or whatever you had.
Oh, you mean
I-
the full XP that Albert had even before that?
Yeah.
Or is it just what? Okay, so it's not just what we just gained. Okay.
It's 1435 plus 170 or whatever that amount was. So you get whatever that was, 1600 and change, and you get to bring that all over to your character.
So
Does
I'll
that
just
make
call
sense?
that. Yes, I'll just call that 1,600, and I will get to spending that over
Who is your new character?
Gertrude Muffintop, the halfling soldier.
Right on. Okay. So
Sir
Gertrude-
Muffintop.
Gertrude is
A wonderful name, by the way.
dragged up, and Alberic goes into the dead folder. I'm sorry. That was a real brutal last encounter.
Now we got two people in the graveyard.
Yes, we do. And
Graveyard party.
go ahead, have an in-character discussion. Do you want me to be out of that so you can have your in-game?
Does it matter, or
No. Doesn't matter to me unless you don't want me to know about it.
I mean,
No,
we're
I'm
not
fine.
like concealing anything from the GM here.
no? I don't mind.
Oh, I
Just
allow that.
having-
Oh, honestly, I allow that. If you don't want me to know, be a surprise. I'm game.
I guess like out of character. The context for this, I think, is motivation, so that's not hidden.
Okay.
If
Go
I'm
for it.
right, anyway. So talk.
Yeah.
So
So
in a room that we're put up in before we wait to travel.
Maybe even back on the barge.
Yeah,
or
I think
something
I would
like
actually prefer to do this in the ship, the boat, whatever.
All right. Well, you guys are. It's late afternoon, early afternoon. You're going to probably want to. I don't know. None of you damage. I don't think so. It would be. You can end up. You're going to have to stay until the morning anyway, and then so you'll be on the boat the next morning on your way, and we'll deal with supplies if you guys want to buy anything or that later. You're going to definitely want to arm with some of that money.
Yeah, I think last time I declared we used up all the supplies to just eat very well on our way back.
Right. Right.
Oh, what do you want to talk about?
So, well, this whole mess from the hotel to here just, yeah. Guess it got away from all the criminal underworld, but I guess there's never really any different up there, just prettier coats.
Yeah, it sort of leaves you with a bad taste in your mouth. Sort of like you're helpless against the forces of the universe, huh?
It's more
I
that they're
guess.
just willing to kill their own kin for a handful of coins. Even like, the corruption is just so overpowering that it makes me sick.
Yeah,
The kids aren't corrupt as much as they are desperate. I should know.
and yeah, but basically top and bottom, it's the same amount of backstabbing all around.
Top, bottom, middle. I think the real issue is the corruption and the chaos, but I don't feel bad for her. I think she got exactly what she deserved.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that. In order for that to have happened, realize I rolled 100 on a critical hit roll.
To be
Got
fair,
totally smashed out of luck.
Yeah, that was a shock. I just sat there for a second. I went, no. Yep.
it's thematic. Anyways,
It's not like we haven't killed.
yeah, I don't know. For the
Yeah, but
longest
she
time,
wanted to pin it on a pin stealing goods that could easily be replaced if needed with her power. She just tried to pin it on a random guy. She didn't care about the truth or knowing that there was a thief that went free or murderers that went free or intervening to prevent the lives of 4 people. How many times do we have to count the ways that this woman abused her station?
Yeah,
Breck's death
and
is a tragedy, but hers is just, I don't know, a day's work.
Truth is scarce. I guess it's kind of why I started my own profession. Sometimes you can just... If you make them think they're very clever listening to you, well, maybe they'll actually accept it.
yeah.
It's worked so far.
Funny thing is, I don't know. Even when I was a young lad, my dream the whole time was, well, either become a soldier with the Empire, but that's didn't work out. Probably criminal connections trying to keep me in, or become a mercenary. But even working for ourselves, I'd be selling out to that lot. Nothing heroic there.
It already sounded like they wanted to kill us in the first place. We already got off lucky.
And if it's a question of right to rule, you'll get no argument from me that they certainly don't have it. So if literally all it is us doing the right thing, I think that gives us more right to do what we wish as compared to what? Titles and money?
Well,
Doesn't make
either
much
they'll
sense
kill
to
us
me.
first, or we'll kill all of them first. I guess we'll just see who comes out on top at the end.
Well, I mean, yeah. End of the day, we got each other, though.
If nothing
Guess
else,
if
if one more noble stiffs a bill, I'm going to go insane.
Okay. Though, I guess, I don't know. I have to wonder what's we were originally fighting for here. So, actually, I don't think most of us have talked, but what ended up bringing all you on that are still here onto that carriage back out of Middenheim? Those who are still around at session 0, also horrible.
Yeah, I think that's basically just us now that's alive now, isn't it? And Dor, but Dor's not here at the moment.
Yeah, it's Dor, Horrible, and us 3.
Didn't Harbaugh die?
This isn't going to be the last death either. Just
Oh,
warning
it's
you.
definitely not.
No, I thought.
Oh, no.
I'm just asking. Didn't Harbaugh die? I thought he died.
No. No,
Well,
he
Reposition is
actually
still around.
Who was the
he
people
saved
that died?
he saved Richter.
He's
Right.
eating all our cookies.
I mean Gustav.
Cookie
Gustav.
monster. Just hides under
Yeah.
the bed all day.
No, I just thought I heard him die during the demons coming out. So, okay, I must have misheard.
Nah, he was out of it.
Dependable little halfling, all since the beginning.
Truly, we don't deserve a friend as steady as him.
Indeed.
Oh, I've got
Okay,
to.
we'll go ahead and actually address the question. Go, well, I was just on my way out from Middenheim myself. Figured I'd lay low for a bit, do something between jobs. I guess this is what it turned out to be. A little more dangerous than I would have liked.
Actually,
Ending up in Altdorf, Nuln, anywhere else. Take up a new name, new job. Would have been nice and simple.
hold on. Crime around Middenheim. Huh. Who knows? Maybe we had actually crossed paths at some point and hadn't noticed.
Could be, but I more or less dealt with the scandals and less the crimes.
Fair enough.
Everyone loved to hear about it until someone didn't like me snooping and telling others. Turns out when you have an affair with a servant, it kind of ruins your reputation with the rest of the nobles. They didn't like it.
Is this your Midnight game?
No, this is just character backstory.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
gosh, if I went to the Midnight game, oh gosh, nightmares. Oh gosh, rats everywhere.
Oh, you're
One
gonna
of them
get
has a
in.
top hat.
What? Really?
Yes.
Oh my god! Rat with a
And one of them's
drop
a
hat.
rat, but he's not a rat, but he's a rat? I don't understand.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, Garrett backstory. Yeah, they didn't like that, well, I spread the rumor. It got me some money, enough to flee town. Maybe I'll be able to come back in about a few years. Yeah. I didn't like Middenheim anyway.
Yeah. Defang?
As for me, well, no. I guess it's fair to say I'm an exile. Didn't live up to the family lineage. I didn't take ironically, didn't take my responsibilities strong enough. My family fought against all sorts of beastmen and chaos and even demons, but I was too soft. And so one day, Asirus, who is renowned by our people, came by and stated that I would be needed in the Empire, which I think was just a convenient excuse to throw me out.
Well, given what happened in Bergenhafen, maybe he was right.
Must be a
Maybe
cruel
it was
sense of
telling the truth.
irony.
And indeed,
Fate seems to be that way, doesn't it?
honest, all pointless to me. I mean, time and time again, you try to do the right thing, and then it's what does nobility even mean anymore?
What's a pebble against the tide out here?
Something like that.
Well, when there's no trust, nothing to be placed in people, then it's just a question of what do you live for?
I guess the better question is who gives these people the right to rule? It's not their greater morality. It's certainly not their statesmanship or their hand for justice.
It's divine
that's the
right.
Emperor.
It's divine right, which is bullshit. Which is why they rule with an iron fist, Because when
Of
people
course.
start asking those sort of questions, there isn't an answer. So they will rather kill someone even asking those questions rather than have them even suffer.
Right. So
Garrett will just kind of go like, yeah, they have the divine right and all that. The only god I care about is Ronald, and he's not exactly handing out crowns.
Eh.
Or makes me keep failing at card games.
Yeah, though. Suppose at least all the gods aren't the ones actively trying to fuck us. Well, chaos, but that's a different matter.
a shame that the Gravine recovered her jewels. I think those would have been interesting to conceal, but I also don't know out of character who took them. Would have
Well,
been funny to aggravate her.
Been anyone at that inn, huh?
eh.
You think Hartful's been holding out on us? You think he has like a second persona or something?
Like something he
Oh, that would be something. Out of character, I just had the mental image of like a warrior priest of Renauld and what that would look like.
Oh God, that would be interesting.
I'm gonna say, I was thinking of rolling up a character. I already thought they were gonna be priest. I think I know what I'm gonna do now.
Not if I do it
Priest.
first.
Priests are kind of fun.
Double the trouble.
They're a little OP, but other than that, they're fun.
Yeah, so is all magic. It's fine.
Yeah.
Out of character, this is actually me kind of pondering over what kind of career path I'm going down in the future. Because I'm probably not going to go all the way to Hitman. So yeah.
Garrett probably muses a little more about his career out loud. It's like,
Well,
I'm
remember
kind of on
those
track to take over whatever Castor Liberon owned at this point.
those of you who took guard level 2, you're guard level 2 right now. So you get whatever skill comes with guard level 2.
That was just
Oh.
Gaston.
Yeah, and
Gaston's the only one who.
you've already explained it to
Okay.
me too. So I'm
All right.
I'm
good.
aware.
Okay.
I'm already trying to
Alright.
figure out how to get the hell out of guard.
Just spend 200 if you want to incomplete it.
Yeah, I know. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Which is why I'm not currently trying to figure out if it would just be cheaper just to learn a lot of guard stuff. But unfortunately, I'm at the level 2 area of guard, which means it costs more because I got to get through 1 through 5 and then 5 through 10 to complete.
Right.
Well, at least you'll get like a really high skill or two.
Yeah, but not
Yeah.
anything that I particularly use a lot.
Rounding out is fine.
Well, I mean, yeah, I know it is. I have 3 different careers under my belt already.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm good at doing thief stuff, and I'm good at doing other things as well. Like swimming.
I think Garrett's gonna like look over to Typhane and ask, well, what do you think? Think I'm noble material? Think after all we've seen they need a better class of stalwart leader of men?
Say you're more than qualified for it. I certainly am not.
Well, I've got one dead man I can keep pretending to be.
Well, your only challenge, Lady Tefane, is you're a wood elf in a human empire. If you were in wood elf country, it'd be you would rule with impunity.
That actually makes me wonder. So, elf nobles, things different in, what was it, Athaloran?
Athaloran, yes.
Yeah, Athaloran, or is the other one like Lorelorn?
Laura Lauren and Athel Lauren. Yeah.
Yeah.
Laura Lauren's up by Middenheim. Athel Lauren's on the other side of the Grey Mountain from where you're at.
So, things difference in Athaloran with nobility?
Well, I haven't been to Lorelorn Forest, but Athaloran is about as grand as you might expect a kingdom that's been untouched for a couple thousand years.
And you have to understand that their elves are a lot more sophisticated, more advanced than humans. You're not going to see the political infighting. I mean, these guys are immortal. You know, why are they going to sit there and struggle against one another like that? That's really rare to see something along those lines. Now, wood elves tend to be a little on the wilder, so they're a little more unpredictable than their high elf cousins. But they're looking for natural order. So your reaction to the lack of natural order is absolutely within character. This isn't natural order going on in the Empire. This is dog eat dog. You know, nobles are trying to off each other constantly.
Yeah. If the rot was this deep, the forest would have been burned and then replanted.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Unless you're from that one specific area.
Why do you think it's called the enemy within?
Yeah. Oh yeah, there is that one like really
That's right,
spooky
Typhe,
part
just look at the title card.
What
Title
was her
card,
name?
the enemy
Rita?
within. The empire is crumbling from within. That's why chaos is taking root.
Oh yeah, what is that? I forget what the name of that one spooky part of Wood Elf Lands.
You think I'd remember, because my last character, Lash, was from there.
Wildwood.
Oh, it's
thank you.
not the place I was thinking of.
The
Yeah.
way to look at this, it's up to you as far as motivation goes. It depends how you want to look at it. From a elf perspective, you're trying to bring balance where there is none, and the empire has gotten so corrupt that your goal here, try to restore what balance you can. As far as everyone else's motivation, that's kind of up to you. Why are you doing that?
Fane is a
Other
little
than
selfish.
other than the fact that the emperor kind of ordered you to. Aside from that, why are you doing this?
A little bit of extra money,
Extra,
Maybe
you
just
could
sort of keep living. I
right.
think a few months ago, I was on the verge of starving on that carriage.
Yeah, actually, you guys were really close.
Fortunes turned around, doing the good thing.
But this is your motivations are your motivations. What you're ultimately going to be transitioning to is heroes, and you're going to be fighting against the very people you're trying to save.
Yeah. So
we're bet.
So you hoping to I don't know, at some point get back into the your people's good graces, or just I don't know.
I
Give
think
the,
my family threw me out here to get rid of me.
Yeah.
That's
So
for-
just get yours and make sure that the scum of the empire get what they deserve.
Oh, the way I look at it is what gives them the right to rule. These lands encompass hundreds of square miles of old and very old forests that have been around for thousands of years. I mean, what gives them the right to control those lands or have stewardship over them? It makes no sense.
Oh well, that's politics. That's what they call there's a term for it. Real politico. It's because the empire has armies and the wood elves can't do anything about it.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Career. Oh, sorry.
So just make sure they get theirs. So yeah, I'll raise up some whatever I might be drinking at the moment. Say, then here's to getting what's ours, and here's to giving them what's there, to giving them what they deserve.
Yes, to carving out everything we deserve.
Drink to that.
To give
And
what the world
toast.
needs, and hopefully, damn it, I'm trying to remember. Whatever. To give what
It's okay,
what
just
the
go ahead
people
and take
need.
another drink.
Fuck it.
So a career is complete when you get all the talents.
No. You have to have 5s in your starting 3 characteristics. You have to remember, did you add the 40 freebies for your first career, for your skills? Did you add your 5? You have your 5 freebies for your starting 3 characteristics?
Yes.
Okay. And
The
you took
character
your...
was ready and made.
Okay. And you took your 1 free talent, right? Okay. So now you got that out of the way. You have to spend $250 to get your other 2 characteristics up to 5s. You have to spend... It depends where you allocated your initial points for skills, but you have to have 5 in your starting 8s in your 8 career skills. And that's up to 50 points per skill. So you have to have 5s there. Boom, 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 boom. And then once you have that, you can ignore the other talents if you don't want them, or you have to take them before you move on at 100 per talent.
I've already taken those talents that I had at the
Then-
end there, so I just have
Then
to.
it's 100 to go to level 2.
Well, I have yet to get +5 on all my characteristics, so I'm going to do that real quick. and
That's
see what that means.
250. Yeah, that'd be 250 because you start with 5 freebies, so you need 5s in the other 2s, or
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how you allocated it. It's 250 to get your first 3 up to 5. Then you go to level 2.
Wait a minute. I think I might have put my. I don't know where that 1 came from in the advances, but I think I might have put my toughness and willpower advances in talents instead. Wait, no.
Yeah, don't put them in talents. Put them in advances because you might actually get a talent that has a permanent bump. So we track them a little differently, so it's
Well,
easier.
I've got marksman and warrior born, so I know my.
Those are
my
talents. Those are
Yes, my,
talent increases, not
weapon skill and
advances.
skill are higher.
Yeah, here, let me take a quick look here. Yeah, so there you go. Weapon skill, ballistic skill, 5 each. Okay. Okay. So if you wanted, the way you've got it allocated there, you spent, if you put your 5 freebies in weapon skill, it costs you 30, 150. Your XP should be much, much higher. by the
Well,
way.
I haven't added that into the sheet yet. I'm
Okay.
doing it on a. I'll send you.
I see what you're doing. No, it's all good. So, if you want to increase your weapon skill by 5 from 6 to 10, that's 30 per point or 150. So that puts you 150 in the hole for that. Plus, then you would spend 200 to get your toughness and your willpower up to 5 each. Yeah, that's it, and you're good.
Yeah. I think it's So I got
Pro
5 from toughness
tip.
down into advanced.
Pro tip here: you want to get your characteristics to cross a base 10 number. So you've got 39 in weapon skill. You probably want to spend an extra point, which would cost you, I think, 35 extra to get to 40, because you
Yes.
get a bump on your bonus. So your weapon skill bonus is now just that 1 point added to your advance would give you a 40, which gives you 4 weapon skill bonus. So anywhere where you're really close, like toughness, you want to put a point into toughness. So you get that 4 toughness, which means you're absorbing more damage. Anywhere where you can do that, it helps. But you can only increase via advances your 3-star character. Yeah, this is you're finding out that you're fighting against the very people who you're trying to save. It's really tough
Yeah.
because
We'll kill them all.
the social
No.
and the oppression that goes on in the empire is medieval Europe.
Mhm.
They did not tolerate the free thinking. They were not nice. They were not enlightened. They were very iron-fisted, and anyone who opposed them found themselves at the end of a rope or worse. There's so many good movies if you want to get a sense of that, like Gunpowder, or that's an HBO movie, and where just the oppression of the time was just incredible. Then you got the whole religious aspect, which you guys haven't seen yet. Religious heresy. No one's playing a witch hunter yet, so that would bring in a whole religious element to the game. And there's the religions all vie against each other.
Fuck it, I'm no poet. Here's to Albrick, and here's to some fucking righteous judgments. Blip.
Here's to Albrecht.
Yes,
Let's dwell in the next life.
Aye.
Here, to Albrecht.
Ah, when did you get here?
Albrick.
I've been with you this whole time.
Oh, that's right. I threw the sheet over you when we walked in, and I didn't notice you.
Alvarek, you're going to have to talk with the correct voice if you're going to roleplay Gertrude.
Oh,
I'm not exactly sure how that should be, but it should be something like this.
Oh my god.
What, Governor? Guess about a little.
No, it's got to be higher.
listen here, lad. If I told you once, I've told you 1,000
I
times.
can't do this.
Yeah, I'm expecting good role playing out of this character. Come on. All right, guys. So I'm off. Next week we will pick this up again. We're back into Death on the Reich, unless you guys want to divert over to Nuln. And if you do divert over to Nuln, see what happens there. That'll be interesting.
Okay.
We should definitely go to
Null.
Null.
A backup character.
What's that?
I'll poke you sometime about a backup character.
I can create you a character right now.
Okay.
And let's see, Griffin. Go.
I'll have the sheet. We'll handle it a little later.
Yeah, whatever you want. Everyone should have backup character. See,
Mhm.
death
Sure.
is just a couple rolls away.
It's on the front page.
Yeah.
I
I mean, I had another group in the dark. They went out after this group in the dark, and I'm not going to tell you what it was, but they might have been rats with top hats.
Oh, fantastic.
I don't
And
know,
they
I've played a
went
Skaven before.
charging out in the dark against them, and of course they ran right into a trap. Because you're Skaven in the dark, they see forever. You know, that's their realm. And these guys couldn't even see in the dark, and they had to go in with lanterns, so of course you can see them from miles away. And oh my god, it was ugly.
I had my Skaven pulling a whole scheme where, after the events that basically left most of the Skaven to leave Middenheim, the ones behind are the ones nobody wanted to participate in anything. So they just figured they'd ingratiate themselves by taking over all power structures.
Evo, are you taking over everybody?
With a top hat.
That's great.
And then I
Oh.
later threw a mutant that looked like a rat.
There we
I'm not
go.
sure what happened there, but it appears that we have.
You
It was
are.
some fun times.
I'm seeing some compensating here. Evo.
No, that's not Eva. That is a giant who happens to have disguise skill.
Uh-huh.
Oh, if I go from Soldier 1 to Soldier 2, is that leaving a complete career or entering a different class?
It depends. No, it's just changing levels, so it's only 100. If you
Okay.
want to change within your, it's not within your class, so you're a warrior. If you want to change into something else within your class, it's only 100. So
Okay.
you can go right now to something else in the warrior class, any of those careers.
I'm going to stay a soldier for now and just go up to level 2.
Skaven are
and everything.
okay. That sounds great. Skaven are the funnest for me to play as NPCs. I just love them. They're hilarious because they will just simply just wade through their own people, killing themselves. They don't really care. and the way they talk's great. You man things, quick, would die,
Ah, yes.
die.
Yes,
Could I just get,
kill
like-
the man things.
Can I just get like a second blank sheet, so I can see to that when the time comes?
So I can have my
Yeah.
Skaven Chaos Knight join the company, right?
And Evo. What's that?
So I can have my Skaven Chaos Knight join the company, right?
Skaven Chaos Knights. I don't play with Skaven. Sorry, no. But
No,
you're
I'm
going to
just
be
messing with you.
encountering quite a few Skaven throughout the course of this whole module. That's a fact. Through the whole campaign.
Boy.
Oh boy.
Quite a
Oh
few.
boy.
They're fun. I love
Fun
them.
fact,
my
I
rat
actually
disguise.
kind of unrelated, but ended up also getting roped into a Pathfinder campaign. Decided to make a rat folk alchemist, and basically roleplayed him as being like a Skaven.
Skaven.
Yeah, Skaven, but enough restraint that he can actually function as an adventurer.
So do you eat the dead
Yes.
that are around you? There you go. Now you're playing the true Skaven. They're ravenous.
Mm-hmm. Anyway,
All right.
well, it was fun. Thank you for running, and
Okay.
see you guys next week.
Next
Good
week.
night, everyone.
Okay. See ya. Bye-bye.
Take care.